I think people have recognized apartment buildings as a place for community, as opposed to them being places where, hey, we all go in, we open our door, we close our door, we lock it, and we go spend our time privately. Landlords and managers, both faith-motivated and secular, have seen that there's a whole lot of power in creating a fabric of community and bringing people together and creating a neighborhood, even if it's a vertical neighborhood. And really, and that's a part of the thesis that we've uncovered, that if you can pour into community, you're doing two things that are a driver for real estate values. You're attracting tenants and you're retaining them. And if you can reduce turnover, that's one of the critical aspects to driving value in real estate. From the business sense, again, if you can pour into a relationship and create a deeper connection between landlord and tenant, even tenant to tenant, create that community, even if you're just facilitating it and not necessarily a part of it, that's a really good thing for your business. You're reducing turnover, you're keeping people longer, you're keeping your building at a higher occupancy level. And from a ministry perspective, that all really is underpinned by relationships as well. So yes, we seek opportunity to share the gospel and we seek opportunity to love on people well. But if you haven't knocked on the door, if you haven't created some sort of relationship connection with those people, it's much harder to go there. One of the leaders in the space is Apartment Life, and they've published some pretty interesting research. They've been around for over 20 years. A few years ago, at least, there was a study published that suggested that the average apartment building that employed and partnered with Apartment Life actually had an NOI, which is our measure of earnings, unlevered earnings or EBITDA in the private equity world, was $180,000 per building better when they had Apartment Life as compared to not having Apartment Life. So that right there is evidence of increased profitability, better financial performance. And Apartment Life is a faith-based organization that's really focused on caring for people well and loving the tenant community and creating relationships. So they are missionally oriented, but there's economic fruit and financial fruit in the property as a result of it. Apartment Life does everything from welcome tenants when they move into a building. So you can imagine that can be a lonely endeavor, right? Move to a new city, a new building, move into your new apartment, get the keys, and no one says hello. No one really gets to know you at all. They start there. So door knocks when people move in to their units. And then they throw quarterly events, are really focused on creating community, and ultimately can point to successes with Bible studies that have started, church plants even, so that the longer they can be present and a part of a community, the more fruit there is.